Alright, what's going on, guys? Trev back again, here to bring you another video. This one's going to be doing a collectible review for the first Mcfarlane building set, the construction sets to be released for the Game of Thrones line. This one is going to be the Iron Throne. So first, let's go ahead and take a look at the box so you guys can get an idea of what it includes. This set is supposed to be released pretty soon. This is a review sample, so it should be released, I believe, the end of November, maybe early December, depending on your location. It's going to be available at ToysRUs.com, Toys R Us stores, of course, as well, Amazon.com, and the HBO store. I'll put the links in the description so you can check it out. So the infamous Iron Throne room. It's 314 pieces. You can see here, and they actually are like, you know, your regular, very small pieces to build this thing, and it does take a little while. It took me about, I want to say, about 2 hours or so to put it together. It's fun, though. It kind of reminded me of like Lego, if you've ever, you know, when you were younger, built a Lego, except it looks way cooler. The detail is just insane. And yes, the final product does look just like the box. I'll show you it in a minute. As you can see here, you've got Joffrey, you've got one of his King's Guards, so that's really cool. Let's take a look at the back of it. There were some pictures that were released earlier on this year. Here we have the, I believe it was like a Comic-Con or a Toy Fair, one of the two. They had this on display, and there's some pictures of this online, which are really cool. It's the Iron Throne set, but they've actually expanded it here. They've got a few extra pillars, which you would have to buy, I think, a couple of these to get. And then you've got a lot of the Lannister men in the front here, which is really, really cool. Just some different options, things like that. Down here, you have some of the different sets that are going to be released later on. They're going to be releasing Stark Bannermen, and then Lannister Bannermen, kind of similar to the zombies from the Walking Dead. So that's pretty cool. You can kind of army build a Lannister or a Stark army, and there's going to be blind bags as well coming out too, with, you know, your Tyrion and your Eddard and your, you know, your larger characters. You've got Daenerys here too, which is another set that's going to be coming out. You got the dragon and part of a wall that you can build. And yeah, so I have already built it. Let's take a look at the final set itself. So this is what it finally looks like when it's all finished and put together. It's kind of a trip to see it all come together, because when you start, you just have literally like the building blocks for it, and as it starts to kind of come together as a final piece, you really get a sense of how it's going to look and how impressive it's going to be, which is really, really cool, man. I mean, the detail is just insane. To give you a scale, like, you know, here's my hand, right? So it's really small, really micro, and yet they're still able to, you know, get all kinds of detail into the set. I mean, between the colors, like you have, rather than like with your simple Lego or building blocks, this type of deal, you would have one color. This one, for example, even if you look at the tile pieces to it, you have black with blue and green mixed in, some kind of lighter parts, so it makes it look like the light's kind of reflecting. You have the kind of like the beige tiles, which have some brown mixed in with them, and even the pillars as well too. And each one is a little bit different, just to give it kind of that artistic touch. The different, you know, pieces that you get, for example, you get like the star up here, which is reflective like glass. You have kind of a stained glass piece at the top here, which comes in too. And man, it just makes for a really impressive display all around. I'm actually going to put it in the backdrop. I'm going to put it probably right up there after, just because it's so freaking cool. And I just can't wait to get some of the Lannister men to put kind of in front of Joffrey, and maybe a Tyrion to put right there. But I'd have to have his hand kind of coming down as if he's going to smack him. This Tyrion, you know, if I'm going to get a Tyrion figure and a Joffrey figure, Joffrey's getting smacked. That's the reality of it. That's what's happening. So in addition to just the great detail of the set and everything, actually the little figures that you get, which they're pretty small. You know, I'm not sure exactly what scale you would consider them to be, but I'll just move up the focus here for you guys so you can get an idea. Just incredible. Like if you look at the throne itself, man, so cool. So much just detail, and you know, it just looks so sweet. Even the King's Guardsmen with kind of the shiny armor and everything looks really cool. You got the swords in the back and everything. It just makes for a really cool display piece, really cool set at a really great value. These are only like, I believe this one would be US, probably only around, I think it's like $40, $30, $40, something like that. We'll see when it actually hits the official price on you know, Toys R Us and everything like that, and for the banner packs. But just a really cool, innovative, new something to collect for Game of Thrones or Walking Dead fans. I personally haven't bought any of the Walking Dead ones yet, but I'm definitely going to after seeing this, just because how impressive it looks. I've been looking at those prison pictures for a long time, and I just can't hold off anymore. They're so cool. So I was really impressed with the set. After it's finally put together and built, it just looks amazing. And it's kind of one of those things like collecting bigger figures. I always like to build dioramas, but it just would never ever look this good. Like, it would never look this pro, and especially not at that price. If you try to build a diorama yourself, it can get expensive very quick when you start buying materials, you start trying to paint, and unless you're an amazing artist, it would be very difficult to duplicate something like this and make it look this good. So I was really impressed with the set. I can't wait to get some more of it. I'll probably pick up the Walking Dead prison catwalk in that, and I have seen the prison gates, the fence, and the prison tower outside too. Really, really, really cool stuff. So I love the set. I really did enjoy putting it together, and the detail on it is just absolutely amazing. So in terms of score, you guys know I like to score everything, give everything kind of a rating. For this one, for the Iron Throne, I think it's a great release because, of course, there's nothing more iconic than the Iron Throne. I've seen there's some promo pictures of the wall and different stuff like that, which are also cool locations. But I think they made a perfect choice for the first one to release. And in terms of score, I'm going to give this one a 9.5 out of 10. It's really close to perfect. I didn't see anything wrong with it, and it's a good value. It's just super cool, really cool collectible for Christmas. Reminded me of when I was a kid, when I was younger, and I used to build Lego on Christmas and that, except it actually looks good when it's done. That's the difference. So if you guys like the video, you can go ahead and thumb it up below. If you want to support the channel, you can share, you can favorite, you can buy it, like I said, with the links in the description if you want. And that's it for this video, guys. I'll see you again for another. As always, it's Trev, and I'm saying peace.